Well, now that you're finally ready to confess, maybe now I have a chance to tie that goddamn tiger to this murder. Wouldn't that be convenient? The one who was being my phony was also the murderer. Because I still think this guy's too soft to be a murderer. But we'll see.
It is true. I ate the body in the kitchen. A man forced me to do it. I had no choice. I had to go along with him because there was a reason why I could not refuse. But I did not kill him. I swear it. You must believe me.
Okay, good. He is actually saying what feels like the truth. You were forced? By who?
I cannot say, or it will be erased.
Straight to the question then. Yes. When Mr. L died, was he really the only person at his table?
There was.
Yes! Finally!
There was another man.
Ha ha ha! I knew it.
And he was telling the truth.
Yeah, finally. You may cross-examine the witness now, Mr. Wright. There's just one more thing I need to do. I gotta break this guy and get him to tell us the name of the real killer. Now that I finally have the information I need, I can finally drag out the real killer who's been framing Maggie this whole time. Let's do this. So welcome back, everybody, to more Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. This is your host, the MJ406. And did you carry the body by yourself, you murderer?
I carried him, and I carried Maggie too.
Maggie too?
When she saw the victim collapse, she fainted.
Right, you had to get her out of the way, huh?
I could not leave her there.
But why did you hide the bodies? I mean, it was obvious he was forced to do this. Wow, you just heard this, Judge. Come on, pay attention. What man? Who was he?
No, I cannot say. I fear for my life.
He's really scared.
You'll just have to put the words in his mouth, Nick.
Yeah, you're right. If you won't tell me, I'll tell him. But why would you go along with this man? I mean, I'm pretty sure we know who it is. I mean, if it didn't, I'd be shocked. Still, let's dig. What reason would that be, Mr. Armstrong?
You know, monsieur.
Yes?
Sure, you cannot expect a young maiden to talk about such an embarrassment.
A maiden? You're a bit old to get away with that.
And a bit too male.
Hey, don't be mean. I can't finish the cross-examination without establishing his reason, so I just have to prove it with evidence. Don't be sexist, Maya. Sorry. I'm starting to sound like an insensitive jerk now. So, you're claiming that all you did was hide the bodies? Is that correct?
Oui, that's right.
If we are believing Mr. Armstrong, you must tell the court everything. You must make clear the identity of the man who ordered you to do this.
He's already confessed as much. He might as well stop dancing around the real issue.
Yeah, but he really doesn't want to tell us who the killer is.
Then suck it to him, Nick.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I mean, at this point, I may as well just come out with it. Hey!
Objection!
You recognize this goddamn tiger? Let's end this dance of ring around the rosy, Mr. Armstrong. I've got pockets full of posies I'm gonna throw in your face. This the man you've been referring to?
Oh!
Who is that? I feel like I've seen him somewhere before. Oh, I don't know. Maybe a month ago in this very courtroom. This man is Furio Tigre. He's the manager of a loan office called Tender Lender. Yep. And there's no point in trying to hide the truth anymore, Mr. Armstrong. I know you're gonna go against Mr. Tigre, at least not while he had this on you. Your damn loan you had to him. A $500,000 loan from a black market loan shark. And you had no way of paying it back, did you? That's why you were forced to do anything this man would told you.
Oui, it is as you say. Mr. Armstrong. The tiger. He told me he was going to use my restaurant for a business rendezvous.
Ah, I see.
On the day in question, he was meeting the victim to demand that he repay his loan.
Aha.
I don't know why it happened like that.
Yeah.
I just did what he told me to do. I had no choice. I carried the body of the inconscient Maggie out of the dining area and into the kitchen. After that, I just tried to forget what I had seen.
I think we can now safely say that the man who forced your hand was Mr. Furio Tigre. There we go. I do have one further question for you, Mr. Armstrong. The boys in the lottery ticket that were found in the defendant's apron pocket. Was that your doing as well?
None! I knew nothing about that! Making it look like it was Maggie who had done it. I was not. It is despicable!
Mr. Godot! You will summon this Furio Tigre as a witness! I doubt that can be arranged today, so we will adjourn for now! Proceedings will continue tomorrow! You say that, but this man is one cool customer. And 30 minutes. Oh, what?
The trial will go on. I'll see to it myself. I need half an hour to get that guy on the stand. Not a minute more.
How the...
Don't sit back and relax yet, trite. No one knows if that chef is really telling the truth or not. This trial could still go either way.
I guess so. Very well. Your request is granted, Mr. Godot. We will resume once Mr. Tigre is ready to take the stand. Until then, court is adjourned for a 30-minute recess. Oh, good. Finally. I wanted to get revenge on this asshole for a while now. Especially if he tried to beat me up. Like, what a prick. He took me to the friggin' restaurant and beat me up. What an asshole. Well, good. Now to put his shoe on the other foot. What?
So we're finally going to see the tiger on the stand. We've almost got this case won now, Nick.
I wish I could agree.
Huh?
When I cross-examined Mr. Armstrong just now, he said he was just doing what the tiger told him to do. But Godot picked up on it, remember? Yeah, it's true. He pointed out that without proof, we don't know if what he testified is the truth. Ah, it could be another trap, perhaps.
You mean, you think Mr. Armstrong was lying?
I don't know. But if that's the line the prosecution takes, we could be in trouble. I get the feeling that we don't have the case-making evidence we're going to need.
Hey, pal!
Oh, hey, Gumshoe, you're back. What's up, detective?
What are you so jumpy about, detective? Your hair's standing on end.
Hey, that's the puck only got a black little Miss Top Knot!
It's not a top knot!
Never mind about the hair. Just calm down, all right?
I can't stand still when I don't have a job to do. I kind of get wound up. Oh!
No kidding.
You gotta have something for me. You need me to do, pal. Anything.
Well,
Hey, I'm gonna take a jog back down to the precinct. I can get some prints analyzed for you if you've got an hour.
an hour? The trial will have reconvened by then.
But, Nick, we still don't have a really decisive piece of evidence, right?
True. Without some kind of trump card to pull out of the bag, we're really stuck. You said you could get some fingerprint analysis done in an hour?
You bet.
In that case, would you mind checking the prints on this for me? Yeah, here's the fun part. Note that this has Maggie's fingerprints. But think about it, all the other things we have here. Think of something that can lead to a suspicion of a murder. And for that reason, something that might not have gotten tested for fingerprints. See? Unidentified fingerprints.
Take that!
That's a clue. Pick this. If you're going back to the station anyway, could you find out what prints are on this?
Oh, hey! That's a small bottle I gave back to you this morning, right?
Yeah, I think it's time we solved the last mystery of who the prints on it belong to.
Sure thing, pal. Actually, that's been gnawing at me, too.
And here you go. Take the small bottle.
Okay, I'll get this out to the lab right away. Just make sure you don't lose the case before I get back.
Oh man, I feel like the whole case is gonna hinge on this. This is perhaps a final showdown, I guess.
It's time to separate the phonies from the real guys.
All right, let's get down to it. It's a shame you didn't have a fake, Maya. Then again, who would want to imitate Maya? She's already a nutcase. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Godot, did you find this Furio Tigre?
I even tamed him for you. It was a 3-cup job. No problem.
10 cups a minute? Damn. I mean, 1 cup every 10 minutes. Whoops. Tamed him? The guy's name might be Furio Tigre, but come on.
He's pretty lively. Be careful. He still bites.
Of course. Very well. Please show Mr. Tigre to the stand. This is going to be fun. He's very uncooperative. Witness, please state your name and occupation for the...
What?
Ah! Really, Maya? Don't hide under the table. Unless there's room for me down there, too. I want to hide with you. We play fort.
What'd you say to me?
Nothing. I didn't say nothing. Honest. Who could have guessed that fear would induce a bad Brooklyn accent in the judge? I
didn't say nothing. Nothing. I got business to take care of, you hear me? So who the hell called me into this hole? Was it you, Spiky?
No, of course not. It was the judge. Really? Your Honor? Oh dear, I seem to have dropped my pen. Where on earth is it? Don't mind me, just carry on the proceedings as normal. That's it. We're doomed. Nintendo doomed.
Maybe you didn't hear me. I said, who the hell was it that called me in here? There's no need to shout. We can all hear you. What you say? There's no point struggling. You're caught in a snare. The relentless snare of the law.
Damn right. Get him under control, man.
And I'm the one that hauled you in.
Grr. Too cool.
The longer the better of you, Nick.
Maya, get out of there.
Let's start with the basics. You know about the incident in question, correct? Incident? I don't know nothing about no stinking incident, mask boy. You mean you didn't attend the previous trial of Maggie Bird? Maggie who? I've got more important things to do than watch courtroom dramas.
Of course. Well, perhaps you could give us your testimony then. Please tell us about what you did on the day of the murder.
Huh. Phoenix, right.
Yes?
You's the one who set this up, didn't you? You's gonna regret the day you ruffled the tiger's fur. You hear what I'm saying?
Well, maybe I should have brought a diaper with me today.
Get a grip, Nick. It stinks.
Again, get out from under there. And don't smell my pants. I don't like that. It's really rude and weird.
I don't know nothing about no murder. I was tied up with business in December last year. Spent all of my time in my office. I got whalers lined up to borrow cash from tender lender every single day. You just want to check my alibi? Just ask Violetta.
I see. At last I found my pen. Yeah, sure you did. Very well then, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, but... What is it? Please, witness, if you can refrain from shouting out like that.
I know the kind of games that guy in the blue plays. That lowlife ain't no lawyer. He just punches away at stupid details till he wins.
Lowlife? Me?
Listen up, Smarty. Every time you ask me something that doesn't relate to this case, I'm gonna bill you $50,000, and you're just gonna borrow the cash from me.
That's one loan contract I refuse to sign.
You don't think it ain't gonna hurt when you tangle with the tiger?
Damn it, no. I don't want to have to deal with a loan again.
I love a good spectator sport.
Just a minute. That's really not...
This witness is, how would I put it, a hungry tiger roaming the urban jungle. Get on his bad side, and he'll bite everyone's heads off. Yours too.
Very well. I have no choice but to oppose the penalty system here.
You better be listening. I said I got business to take care of. Big business. If I don't split now, I ain't gonna catch my bus.
Oh, boy. The court will impose a penalty for any irrelevant pressing of witness testimony. Keep that in mind as you begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor.
You can do it, Nick.
Come out from under there already, would you, Maya? Jeez. And stop smelling my butt. You're still doing it. Please stop. So, yeah. Similar system to what happened with Larry Curls' first testimony before. Press on something that doesn't relate to the case. And, well, yeah.
Hold it.
You're gonna get penalized for it. Why, Violetta, you're talking about the Cadaverine families.
Yeah. You don't want to cross them, or you's gonna wind up sleeping with the fishes. Once the Godfather finds out you've been dragging Violetta through the mud, he'll do you in.
Sorry, I couldn't quite put it all together towards the end there.
He said it just like Viola, didn't he?
I guess. Maybe this might not be the right time to probe him about her. That's the thing that sucks with pressing things like this. If you go too deep, you're gonna get penalized. Oh boy. Let's try it. Mr. Tigray,
What you's want?
if you wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail. And fucked.
This is a dead-end try, you know it. Remember the rules.
Son of a bitch, I should have known not to go too deep. Pressing the witness, no evidence to back up your attack is prohibited. As I said earlier, the court will impose a penalty for such behavior. Gosh, darn it. Ouch, the pain. Now then, Mr. Tigray, would you mind repeating your testimony from the beginning, please?
My time ain't free, you hear? You just better remember that. If I miss that bus, someone's gonna pay.
There is one piece of evidence I think I have, but I don't want to keep digging. Why did I skip that? Well, my bad.
Just think, all you have to do is press him on something irrelevant and bam! $50,000!
Get real, Maya. How about you pay back the money then? Your allowance should cover it.
Hey, I'm no idiot, you know.
Well, I'm certainly not the one who thought that $50,000 is free money. Anyway, I need to work this guy without pressing his testimony too hard.
His testimony's pretty solid as it is.
I admit nothing jumps out at me as a contradiction, but I've got to find an opening somewhere, or I need to make one. Okay, so I need to press the right statement to get something to come up. Maybe this, because I think this is the one that ties in. Are you sure about that? We're talking about 1 month ago, you know.
You see these teeth? That's how sharp my secretary is.
Sharp? Is he talking about Viola Cadaverini?
She writes everything in my scheduler. December, mainly in the office. That's what it says, so that's where I was.
That seems like a rather, sketchy schedule. There he goes again. What the Tiger did all December isn't the issue. What's important is what he was doing on the day of the murder. So now what? This is relevant, so... Mr. Tigre.
What do you want?
If you wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail.
Objection.
Really? Really?
Objection.
Are you serious? This is not a dead end! No! It's essential that we establish the witness's alibi accurately. I agree. The victim was killed on December 3rd. Were you in the office that day too?
Maybe you ain't listening. Of course I was. I never set foot outside. I had meetings all day with a bunch of cats wanting to do business with me. I ain't never seen that young kid before.
I do believe the witness's last name was important. Mr. Godot, if you could please...
Mr. Tigre,
The court asks you to add the last statement to your testimony.
huh.
Don't let an animal beat you. Be a man, Your Honor, and ask him yourself.
The day you was talking about, I was in the office too. I never saw that kid before.
There we go. That's what I needed. It's funny, because he knew you on the day of the murder.
Objection!
And now I have you. Ha! Mr. Tigre, you claim you didn't know Mr. Glenn Elg, but it appears Mr. Elg knew you.
What?
Mr. Elg left this little note on his calendar. Meet with the tiger. And the date? December 3rd. December 3rd? That's the day of the murder. Yep. So, Mr. Tigre, I submit that you did indeed know one Mr. Glenn Elg. Because of that very day of the incident, you met with him. Uh-oh. I have a feeling he's going to attack me.
Not bad. You's actually not bad.
Sorry?
I was just messing with yous to see how good you were.
Did you hear that, Nick? You said you're not bad.
That's one compliment I can't do without. Plus, he's lying through his teeth. Witness, please remember that you're under oath. Lies will not be tolerated.
You just call me a liar? Is that what you doing?
Ruh-roh!
What the hell was that? So you're saying you claim to have never seen that kid before. Is the truth? I said I'm dead serious. You better believe that's the truth.
Huh. Then I'd say that gives me time to enjoy another cup of pure black magic. That is, while you testify for the court again, Mr. Tigre.
Oh, yes. Would you mind indulging the court, witness? You never actually met the victim? That's gotta be a lie right there. It's time I nail this guy. He definitely knew you, since he met with a tiger, not like he met with a pet tiger or something in a zoo.
I ain't no liar. I never met Glenn Elg. There was some lame guy with that name, though. Wanted to borrow cash from me. I set up a meeting with the guy at my office, tender lender. I waited around for him, but he ain't ever showed. I ain't never, ever even been to that trade-in joint. You's here?
Aha, that's another lie I see. I see. That all seems perfectly logical. You'd arranged to meet with the victim, but he didn't show up.
I've heard it's pretty hard to keep appointments when you're dead.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor.
Didn't I tell you I got a big deal going down today? I ain't gonna make my bus now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. That bill's going straight to you, right?
You can't do that to me. Although I don't think that penalty for randomly pressing is relevant in this one. I don't think, anyway. And yet your name was written on the victim's calendar.
Get that horse calendar out of my face! I'm a tiger, not a lame horse, you porcupine! Tigers like me eat horses like that for breakfast!
No. Witnesses aren't permitted to eat evidence. Not that they ever would. Probably. Well, there was a case once where a young lad ate. I don't care about it. Anyway, if you had ever met the victim before, how do you explain the note he left? Hey, it was important to a later case. Shut up. Don't spoil things, Judge.
Hold it!
So you said you met another Glenn Elk, huh? That's very strange. According to the manager of the firm where the victim worked, December 3rd was the day he had to repay his loan. He wasn't due to discuss borrowing money, but repaying what he owed.
Oh, yeah, maybe he was right. Whatever it was going down in the beginning of December.
So you did meet Mr. Elk then?
Hey, right. You might want to cool your jets a sec.
So you say. You're saying he never showed up at Tender Lender. Okay. So your meeting wasn't supposed to be at Tribulations then?
Why would I want to go to a dump like that? If I want to talk to my clients, I got an office decked out for the job. I got the best punching bag you ever saw in there.
Not exactly a professional office you got there, you know. So you were in your office on the day in question? Yeah, it looks like this testimony you're safe from the penalties of pressing. Thank God. He didn't show up?
Huh, what do you think, right? Let's see, how does a dead man get from a French restaurant to a loan shark's office?
In a body bag? Oh, it wasn't a riddle, was it? And you yourself didn't go to Tribulations?
What are you trying to pin on me here? Why don't you just come down to my office? We can chat about this thing my way, yeah? I got the best punching bag you ever saw in there.
No need. I'm good, thanks.
Listen up, I ain't got nothing more to say except this.
You've never been to Tribulations. I mean, I can obviously tell that's where the lie is. Finally, use of evidence, but never? Not even once?
Not even once. I was in my office the day that went down. I didn't put no poison in no kid's coffee, capiche?
You think he really didn't meet Glenn Elk? Not likely. Because I'm convinced this guy's behind the whole thing. So you mean that whole testimony he just gave was a lie? Of course. So we can't afford to give him time to think of ways to plug the leaks in it. I've got to nail him while I still can. Yeah. He may be a bit of a dick, but he's definitely sneaky and smart. And yet, not the smartest tool in the shed.
Objection!
His improv skills and keeping himself out of legal trouble, though, is not bad. Anyway, Mr. Tigray, is there something you'd like to tell the court about these matches?
Matches? What are you talking about?
We found them in your office at Tender Lender. They're from that restaurant.
Well,
If you've really never been to Tribulations before, then what was a book of restaurants matches doing on your desk?
you've been snooping around my stuff now too, wise guy. What are you, my ball and chain? Ain't no broad controlling me.
I'm not assuming Viola's controlling you. It's the Cadabrini family. Order! Well, witness, I think it's time you started telling us the truth, don't you?
Grudge!
I'm sorry! I'm terribly sorry! Forgive me!
I ain't no pussycat. I don't go back on what I said. But okay, I was at the joint that day.
Well, what?
Well, listen good, all right? I might have been there, but I still never met that kid.
So you say.
Well.
You believe him?
Looks like an order just came in for another testimony.
Another one already? I'm this close to proving it was him. He did meet Glenn Elk that day. And he did put poison in his coffee. He must have. Man, we're in another testimony. God damn. I keep forgetting how fast this one could be.
I was supposed to meet with the kid at a restaurant that afternoon. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. I figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be, so I split. I heard the cops' sirens on my way out, and I went straight back to my office.
Okay, so you're saying it was down before you got there. I see. You didn't actually meet with him in the end, then. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor.
Hold it! If I bring around here longer, I ain't even gonna make the normal express. No more stupid questions.
No problem. Anytime Trey presses you on something relevant, I'll see he pays a penalty.
But Mr. Godot, that's my job.
Your job is to slam that little hammer of yours and call a guilty verdict. So do it.
Yes, sir.
The Special Express ain't cheap, right? Just so you know, since you's paying.
Oh, man. Does the rule of law mean anything around here? You can't just intimidate me into paying your transportation for being involved in court. Shouldn't that be the court's job? The job of the courthouse? If it's really that big a deal? Besides, court things should really be separated from all that. Okay, this is relevant, so... So the meeting wasn't due to take place at Tenderlander at all, then?
The kid was making a fuss about coming into the office. It's always that way when I want to talk about repayments. Even though I got the best punching bag you've ever seen if there are any issues.
Maybe it's because of the punching bag that people are scared to come? So that's why you decided to meet at Tribulations? This is relevant!
Huh, you're going over old ground again, Trite.
Sorry.
You just earned yourself a penalty. Now suck it down.
No, suck down the penalty, Mr. Wright, and you won't like it! What the hell? Thank you, sir. May I have another? Jeez. Force feeding me penalties now. Come on, not all these are bad. I know there's one or two that are fine. An ugly scene? What do you mean?
Objection.
Oh, come on!
The witness has already told us, Trite, which makes this question irrelevant.
But what? Really? I went too far again already? You can press everything, still be safe, though.
I limit myself to 70 cups of coffee during a trial. That's the rule. You're gonna limit the number of times to take a penalty, Trite, or your guts will look like the inside of a chimney. Acid!
Don't make me burn you again, Mr. Wright! Really? I guess I should have pressed about that.
Guess I'm gonna make that expense expense after all.
So, to recap, this ugly scene you saw was... Oh, man. Railroad table stood with concrete. This one sounds interesting. So you didn't actually set foot inside the restaurant, then?
The tiger's a busy cat. I don't hang around for no one. I ain't got time to be caught up in no murder investigation.
So, when exactly did you pick up the matches?
There are matches just inside the front door. Our detective friend wound up in trouble with the chef after taking 5 books at home.
Poor gumshoe. It's almost enough to make a man cry. Okay. Heard the cop's sirens on the way out and went straight back to his office. Well, Nick, what do you think? He's running out of ways to avoid the truth. I need to press him fast before he has time to think things through. Gotta come right back at him with a contradiction. Be careful what you press him on, though, or you'll get penalized, okay? Okay. Alright. So, is that one I didn't press? And this one I didn't press. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Okay. You went straight back? Did a bout of guilt suddenly hit you for what you did?
What are you trying to say? You trying to tell me yous ain't never been guilty of nothing? We all have our crosses to bear. We all have to swallow the dark secrets we hide. Like this.
We don't chug it down like coffee. And the courtroom's not exactly the place to talk about dark secrets, is it? It seems we've done it again, Mr. Wright. Another irrelevant line of questioning. I must impose a penalty accordingly. Come on, man. How about penalty for those 2 jokers and the garbage they keep coming up with? Well, Nick, what do you think? This is bullshit. That's what I think. Okay. So either I get something out of this, or I have evidence. You mean you saw Glenn Elk's dead body?
I guess I did. We only saw him from behind. He was wearing some raggy bit of cloth he called a hat.
And what time was this?
I don't know.
Huh?
You know what winds me up more than anything else in the world? Watches. Round watches. I ain't gonna pollute my paws with some ticket herpecker.
Out of interest, Mr. Tigray, what winds you up the second most?
Huh? What do you think? Square watches.
Is this guy for real?
Look, all I need to know was that something bad was going down at that place.
Okay. Huh. Right. It is laid out over the table. Oh! Oh! I mean, laid out stiff as concrete, you say?
Objection!
Ah, I'm thinking too hard. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction of the statement, Your Honor. How's the evidence of the statement just not related? They aren't, are they? Oh my God, not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations. I don't think that won me any points to the judge. Oh, I always hate this one. This is like the test when I always screw up on the most. Oh. I feared the place wasn't hot already. It was gonna be. I wonder about that. Well, that sounds right. Heard the cop sirens on my way out. I went straight back to my office. Yeah, but... Let's see. It broke the vase. Duh. Medical papers. Oh. $1 million bill for criminal surgery. Payment due last year. Okay. Trying to think. What could pin him down to this? What could make me say he was there? It's not the scooter. Or the sports paper. Magazine clipping. Let me see. Is that really what I'm going to press on for the matches? I mean, that sounds a little ridiculous if I try for that. I wonder. Oh, this is always the one that gets me the most. It wasn't how already it was gonna be, so I split. He was laid over the table, stiff as concrete. Saw an ugly scene. Supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant. Wait a minute. Oh, hang on a sec. Because we look at the floor plans. Yes, there's a barrier.
Objection!
Ha ha! There it is. You're something of a loan collecting pro, aren't you, Mr. Tigray?
No one escapes the tiger's clutches.
Well, I'm something of a lie detecting pro. Yeah, that's right, I said it. And no one escapes the Phoenix's clutches. I think it's time we got something straight.
What's this, trite? A new line of irrelevant questioning?
Oh no, these are the floor plans of the crime scene. And you say you were standing at the entrance, Mr. Tigray? From there, your field of vision would have covered an area something like this.
Indeed, the witness would have had a clear view of the victim's seat.
Isn't that what I just said? I saw the back of the kid's head.
Nope, not in this case, because unfortunately for you, that is not possible. If the court would think back, you'll remember that between each of the tables, well, is a tall partition.
Why, that's true.
Now look at the plans again. The truth is painfully obvious. From the entrance, the field of vision of any customer walking in ends here. On the partition. Yep, getting you now. So from the entrance of Tray end, you couldn't have seen the victim's seat. But you did see the victim that day because you met with him.
Objection.
Damn right.
Wrong. Have you forgotten the old man's testimony yesterday? The victim was alone at his table.
Yeah, but I established something with Mr. Armstrong. The event just proved that point to be moot. The victim witnessed by Mr. Kudo was not Glenn Elg, but a fake.
What?
In order to have Mr. Kudo false testify, the real killer posed as the victim he had just killed and acted out a charade. You know, that would make sense.
That will do. This trial's gone long enough without the obvious question being answered. Who exactly was this real killer who impersonated the victim? You say the killer murdered Glenn Elg, and then impersonated his victim in a performance for Mr. Kudo? In that case, Mr. Wright, reveal the identity of this criminal to the court. It was Mr. Armstrong. It was Cadaverini.
Obviously, the killer is Spiro Tigray. No one else could have done it.
What? Well, witness?
Now that's cute. You think you could pin this on the tiger? Maybe you don't understand. The tiger is king of the jungle. So I dare you to say it again. Come on, you got the guts.
You can't threaten me, Mr. Tigray. It's the defense. Go ahead and tell the witness, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright!
Nope, not getting involved in this.
Sound to me like you must be you, old man. You've got guts, I'll give you that.
Mr. Wright, do not leave me to handle this alone.
Huh. Perhaps I get this embarrassment.
Mr. Kudo!
Let's just go back over Mr. Kudo's testimony one more time. The old man didn't see just the victim. Oh, no.
That's right.
Zerika brought him a cappuccino, but she put nothing in it. There's no way about it. She miraculously put some white powder in there.
Was the victim he saw the real victim or not? That doesn't matter. The fact remains, he saw the accused put the poison into the coffee.
Yes, it was the waitress who poisoned the coffee.
But that was a fake scenario. Very impressive, Mr. Godot. Waiting for my absence to launch your attack. Ha!
Huh.
Yeah, sorry, I dropped my pen.
Found your pen at last, right?
It was in my pocket. My bad. But anyway, Mr. Kudo witnessed two people that day. He saw the victim, the supposed Mr. Glenn Elg, and the waitress from behind.
Yes, your point, Mr. Wright?
I think the conclusion is obvious. that, well, if this Glenelg was really the killer in disguise, then surely it's possible the waitress was also part of the show.
What? You mean the waitress was an imposter as well?
Yup. The defendant, Miss Bird, fell unconscious immediately after the incident. And someone used her fainting to hatch an elaborate plan to pin the murder on her.
Oh, who was it? Who was this waitress that Mr. Kudo witnessed?
Honestly, somebody who was willing to help him. He even told me as such.
Who's this woman?
Her name is Viola Cadaverini. She's an employee of Tender Lender.
You was making a big mistake. Do you know who Violetta's grandfather is? You better be going home in an armored truck tonight, if you know what I mean.
Stop shaking, Nick! You're right, sorry. Well, where was I? Yes, the defendant, Miss Bird, had stated the following. Well, when I took the coffee out of the victim's table, it's true there was another customer in the restaurant. She was sort of creepy, and she had a kind of cackling laugh. Yeah, it fits her to a T, all right. Yeah, and you know it, too. You know her well. There's too many contradictions in this case. The second man at the victim's table who nobody Miss Bird seems to have seen. The earpiece worn by the victim in his left ear when the eardrum was ruptured. And the radio show he was supposedly listening to half an hour after it was over. There is only one logical explanation that clears up all these contradictions. The whole incident took place twice. Once for real and once for show. And Mr. Firo Tigre, the only person who could have committed the crime, is you. That's right.
Well, witness? What have you got to say?
That's cute.
Sorry?
You's alright. I knew the guy like you around.
What do you mean?
Okay, I'm in on this game. I'm gonna have to charter a jet to get me to my meeting now, but I'm gonna give yous one more thing to think about before I go.
Something to think about?
You's got it all wrapped up nice, huh, right? But you's missed out one real important thing.
But that can't be.
I was in the joint that day, and I met that kid, too.
Yeah, you did.
But I couldn't have poisoned him, you's here.
What? You really expect us to believe you now, Mr. Tigre?
Huh. What a troublemaker.
It's a troublemaker? Talking to me?
Looks like we're going to need another one for the road.
Is that your 18th cup you're saying? Or testimony?
One more steaming cup of hot testimony.
Indeed. Witness, will you explain yourself to the court? I will give you one more chance to testify. What happened that day at Tribia between yourself and the victim?
Oh, man. I kind of want to end this episode here. You know what? Fuck it, I will. Man, I should have gotten all the way to the end of the first. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, so the next episode might be short, depending. I don't think so, though. But anyway, we're near the end of this. We've now really tied him into being in this location when this whole thing went down. The only thing I'm worried about is if I freaking lose all my health on the way. Either way, come back next time, and we're going to finish up this case and officially tie Mr. Firo Tigre here to the murder once and for all. And finally prove Maggie's innocence. I mean, I'm still upset that nobody cares about the fact that he was imitating me in court the previous time, but I'm just going to have to get over that fact and continue my career knowing the imitators are going to try to ruin the reputation I set up from my luck in these trials of the past.